You're listening to my mom
on the Mommy's Home Office Show.
Okay, Mom, yes, your turn. Love you. Yeah, push mommy up.
Aw, thanks, guys. Now go play so I can record this. Welcome to the Mommy's Home Office Podcast, where I pull back the curtains and talk about the realities of starting and running a successful online business from home. I'm your host, Nicole Wynn. Let's do this. Hello. I'm so glad you're here today. So I have apologies because I know I didn't put a podcast episode out last week or even really the week before that. And it's because, dude, I got so backed up from starting school with the kids. And then, oh my God, that was just this whole crazy thing. Our school was under renovation. They were refurbishing it and the teachers barely got in 4 days before school started. And we had to unpack all these boxes and furniture and everything. It was a total crazy show. So I was up there a lot helping with that, and I didn't get to focus on work very much, or this podcast for that matter, and I'm so sorry. And I think I said that I was going to be talking about how I plan my year because it's based around the school year, but honestly, I haven't had time to do that yet because when my kids went back to school, I got deathly ill. Super sick, so sick. It was miserable. I was literally in survival mode and barely getting enough energy to take my kids to and from school because my husband had to travel last week as well. And it was rough, man. I was just able to get them to school, then come home and sleep for the rest of the day until I had to pick them up, and then drive through Chick-fil-A and put my 8-year-old in charge while I just laid on the sofa and let them watch TV because I was just miserable. So, I'm sorry. I normally have more of my shit together than I do lately, but hey, I'm a mom, I'm a human, and I'm a business owner, and it doesn't always work out the way you want it to. I am just in survival mode, just trying to make it right now until hopefully this week and next week I get some more batching done and I get some work done, and I feel like I'm ahead of the 8-ball instead of barely sliding in. So, all right. Something else I realized while I was not working was that I've been sitting on this super big pile of knowledge and I haven't been sharing with you guys. And I don't know why exactly. And I'm not sure why it didn't occur to me sooner, but I think this could be really helpful for those of you that have small local service-based businesses. So maybe you're a hairstylist or a dog trainer or a massage therapist or any of that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think all off the top of my head now what else. But any of that stuff. I want to talk to you guys today because that is it's one of those things that I'm just naturally good at, and it comes super easy to me. It's my background. Marketing and business development is something I've done for years, and it was one of my favorite subjects in college. Totally loved it. And if there's one thing I know that I'm good at, it's marketing and business development for local businesses. I cringe every single time I see a new or maybe even not so new business struggling to get clients and customers in the door. Makes me nuts when I don't see them doing any of the things that are going to bring in clients. And I seriously feel like going up to them and just giving them a quick crash course in marketing, because I don't want you to struggle with this if you are a local service-based business. And I'm not talking local as in Dallas-Fort Worth. I'm talking about the businesses that thrive and depend on local people coming in or purchasing from you or using your services. That is who I'm talking about. For this last few months, I've been talking about online business, but today I'm going to take it a little bit off of the online world. There's still a lot of online component to it, but I'm going to talk more about the local part of it for you. All right. So I've also been putting together a virtual workshop at the request of some of my followers. So I'll tell you about that too at the end. But first things first, If you are a local service-based business, you need to know who you are marketing to. Who is your ideal customer? You need to know where they hang out and who they are. I really want you to dive deep and know who you are trying to serve. And once you're clear on who you're serving, it's time to put together a visibility plan. Think of it as a roadmap that will help you find more people for your business that will pay you for those services. I think it's super important to use a comprehensive strategy that covers it all, especially when you're new, because you want to throw everything at it and really test the market. So how do you become visible? Well, depending on the service that you offer, that's going to kind of determine the right course for you. Now, I want to be clear on something before we get further into this. This isn't free stuff. Some of it is, but some of it's not. Marketing your business costs money, and you need to have a budget for it. It's not something that can just be done willy-nilly. I've seen a lot of businesses really screw themselves because they didn't think that it was important. And it's like one of the most important things. I really believe it is one of the most important aspects of your business. It's how you generate leads and how people choose to spend their money with you. So with that in mind, you and your business might run ads, and you might run them in the community paper, in HOA newsletters, on Yelp. And you have to have a Yelp page. Come on, guys. If you provide a local service in your area and you don't have a Yelp page, that's like you have to do that now. You could even use Groupon as a marketing tool only. You're not going to make any money off of Groupon, but it is a great way to get eyes on your business and possibly give you return clients. I found my hairstylist on Groupon, and I've been going to her for 3 years now. So that was a very good investment for her. Another thing is you could run Facebook ads and Instagram ads to super highly targeted demographics. The next thing I want to talk about is networking. You have to network. You need to find meetups or networking groups that have other business owners in them or have your target market in them. That's who you need to go network with. And you need to be talking about your business everywhere you go, everything you do. And I'm not talking about being like a sleazy car salesman kind of thing, or like some of those realtors or insurance salesmen that you may have come across that try to get you to use their services immediately, or you're 100% always self-promoting. That's not what I'm talking about. Find an area that you can get into and talk to those people about what you do, and hopefully come up with some services that you can offer them in a way that's not super pushy. Okay, this next one is collaborating. Collaborating is big. It's big in the online world, but it's really big in the local business area world too. You need to find businesses that serve the same or similar markets that you do and partner with them on something. So here's an example. Maybe you're a dog trainer, okay? You could partner up with a pet adoption charity, and at their next adoption day, you could show up with little doggy bone treats, like little gift bags and a card, and you could give that away to each new adoption. You could also meet the family and give them one quick training tip that will help them with their new puppy. So when they walk away, they get your training tip. They also get your little treat that you gave them in their bag with all of your contact information. And maybe you even give a special promo just for that event or just for that charity, and you give away a certain promo for that. We'll talk about promos more in a minute. But anytime you can get in front of your ideal customer, take advantage of that. This is a time that you get to shine and really show who you are and how you're different than the other people and how you're perfect for them. Plus, if they get to see you in person, that just builds that trust factor so much faster. So then let's talk about promotions for a second, because promotions are definitely in there. Say you're a new hair salon just for kids, right? Your salon is in a good shopping center and it has 3 daycares, a large private school, 2 churches, and a trampoline park, all within walking distance. That sounds like a goldmine, right? Well, this is actually a real life experience or real life example, because there was this exact same thing at the shopping center right down the street from me, and they ended up going under, and they were not doing any of this stuff. So if it were me, I would create a special promotion coupon that I would print in bulk and head to each of those locations. I would offer their students or congregations or customers a special discount, and I would ask them if I could leave those coupons at the front desk, or even ask if they could be placed in the students' backpacks. You never know. They might just say yes. Maybe they have a parents' night coming up. Maybe you could offer to be there and sponsor a portion of that just to get their attention and get them to know you. When you do go into these places, I want you to make sure that you are super friendly and that you go in as a neighbor. You would like to get to know them, and you're not just going in there to do a quick drop off of the coupons and run, because that never works. Make sure that you're just as interested in finding out about what they do as they are about finding out what you do. So that way it's a more collaborative partnership and not just, hey, this person dropped these off and they want me to give them to the kids, and then they're not likely to do that. So make sure you go in super friendly as the new neighborhood person, and you just want to introduce yourself and offer their students or their customers and clients an awesome deal because you are brand new in the neighborhood and you're friendly like that. That's what I want you to think of. So on this same note, I want you to use social media to your advantage. It's not just for family pictures or keeping in touch with friends. You have to have your biz set up on social because it's super important these days. I couldn't imagine not having that. I want you to encourage your clients and customers to tag you in posts and check in when they get to your location if you have a location. Give them special swag or give them a small discount if they show you their posts. Trust me, word of mouth referrals are golden, and they already have a trust factor built into it, so use it. If you're not using that strategy, get on that today because it's super, super helpful to have other people spreading the word for you. Now, I could go on and on and on, and like I said, this is something that I am innately good at, but I also don't want your head to explode, and I want you to take action on the few things that I've said today. So I'm going to wrap it up. If this episode is speaking to you, please shoot me an email. I want to know because I'm putting together this virtual workshop for local service-based businesses. I want to know if you have any interest at all in it because I want to make sure that it is serving you guys as mom business owners. And I know some of you are those local service-based businesses. And I'm so sorry I haven't been talking about more of this stuff with you. And that will change. And that's why I put together this workshop. Oh, and don't forget, if you've been wanting to jump on a strategy call with me, schedule it soon because my prices are going up in September. So get it now. You don't have to use it right this second. You can schedule it for September after the kids go out. But I do want you to know that they are going up. So I totally want you to get on that while they are this price right now. Okay, until next time, ladies, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I have missed you so much. All right, bye for now.